If your case is with the National Visa Center, NVC, you may have a lot of questions about NVC case processing, like the purpose of the NVC, the length of the process, and what you need to send. In this video, we will find out the answers to your NVC case. If you are interested in learning more about this topic, stay tuned until the end of this video.
Visit our Swat&Vee channel with your questions to see how best we can help you out with your process. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel.
Now let's get into the video and find out what the latest updates are on U.S. immigration. As part of this process, you have to give the NVC a lot of things, like your fees, your application, and documents that back up your claim. Once the NVC has everything it needs, it will set up a time for you to talk to someone at the U.S. consulate in your country about getting a visa. So how does your case get to the NVC? Two agencies handle the process of bringing a family member from outside the U.S. The first agency, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service, reviews and approves the immigrant visa petition, Form I-130. If your I-130 has been approved, then you should have received a notice by mail informing you of the approval. After approval of the I-130, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services sends your case to the second agency, the National Visa Center, NVC. Once the NVC receives the approved I-130 petition, it will create a case and mail or email you instructions on how to proceed. It can take 4 to 6 weeks to receive notice from the NVC, but in 2021, reports indicate email notifications in as little as 3 to 4 days. The mail or email notice from the NVC asks you to log in to their online system using the case number and invoice number listed in the notice. In CEAC, you will pay two fees, $325 and $120. The system will then ask you to complete an immigrant visa application for your family member on Form DS-260. You'll also be required to upload electronic scanned copies of documents such as your family member's passport and birth certificate. How and when will you know if the NVC has your case? As mentioned earlier, the NVC will notify you by mail or email. It's very important, therefore, to inform NVC of your address or email. You can notify the NVC of your address through Ask NVC, where you can fill out an online form, or you can call 603-334-0888. When you speak to someone over the phone, make sure you're ready to provide the names and dates of birth of all people involved in the case. You should also have available any receipt notices or other documents you have received from immigration officials. Now, let's look at the big question. How long will NVC take to process my case? A common question is, how long does the NVC take to review forms and documents? After you've electronically submitted the visa application, fees, and all supporting documents through CEAC, it can take from 2 weeks to 3 months for NVC to review them. If everything is complete, then you'll receive an email with the following message. This notice is to inform you that your case for an immigrant visa is documentarily complete at the National Visa Center, NVC, and has been since date. NVC has received all of the fees, forms, and documents required before attending an immigrant visa interview. Your petition is awaiting an interview appointment. At this time, no further action is required. We appreciate your patience. After the NVC sends you this confirmation, you can expect to wait between 2 and 6 months for the NVC to schedule an interview at the U.S. consulate in your home country. After your interview is scheduled, you will need to get a medical exam and register online. Why is the NVC taking so long to process my case? The NVC processes cases at different speeds at different times, depending on how many cases they are handling. The more people applying for visas, the longer it takes. The most important thing is that the NVC has confirmed that it has received from you all of the necessary forms and supporting documents. If you have not received confirmation, then you should contact the NVC as soon as possible. You can contact them through their webpage on Ask NVC and complete their online submission, or call 603-334-0888. In the case of consular processing, how long does it take for the NVC to send my case to the embassy or consulate? First, understand that the NVC won't send your case to the embassy or consulate until it's time to schedule an interview. Second, the NVC attempts to schedule your interview and send your case within 90 days, 3 months, of receiving the required forms and documents. However, some individuals may wait up to 2 years or more for an interview due to limited appointment availability at a particular consulate or embassy and backlogs at the NVC. For example, if your case is processed at the consulate in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico, one of the busiest consulates in the world, you're likely to wait over a year for the NVC to send your case to the consulate after an interview has been scheduled. The delay may increase if there is a COVID outbreak in Mexico and the consulate provides only limited services. NVC timeframe. What is the NVC interview timeframe in 2023? The time it takes for NVC to schedule an interview varies wildly depending on the consulate and visa category. Generally, though, the NVC's goal is to schedule you within 90 days. However, they rarely meet that goal. But the NVC is cautiously optimistic that many consulates will have increased appointment availability in 2023. How can I contact the NVC? Here are 2 ways to contact the NVC. You may contact the NVC online through Ask NVC. In order to use this method, you should have a valid email address and all information related to your case. You may also call the NVC at 603-334-0700. You will need to have all the information related to you and your relative, including, but not limited to, any immigration receipt numbers, full names, and dates of birth. That's all we have for you in this bulletin.
I hope you guys found this video extremely helpful. If you know anybody that could benefit from this information, definitely make sure to share this video with them. We are all about empowering you with knowledge. So the more people that can benefit from this video, the more people we want watching this video. If you like this video, please make sure to hit that thumbs icon. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit on the notification bell for more immigration updates. Bye!